Well, this is the current state outside. It blew really bad last night, and we have drifts everywhere. That's the Texas area. That's what happens. But it's really, really pretty. Sun's out though. Icicles have started. It's melting. It's so fun to see the high drifts. We haven't had this much snow in quite a while. And it is really cold. It's not supposed to get above, I think, 34 degrees today. So it won't do a whole lot of melting, but how beautiful. I love the snow. And this is what it looks like out my bedroom window. It's piled up against the window. And the highest drifts are out here by this tree. Oh my, that's gonna take a while to melt away. And our sidewalk is also where the highest drifts are. We don't usually clear off the sidewalk because nobody usually comes up that way. They come in through the garage, so. Oh my, wow. And the snow has clung to the branches. That is gorgeous. Wow, very pretty. Well, we are literally snowed in. There is a snow drift out in front of our garage that is about 5 foot high. So we will not be going anywhere for a while. And thank goodness I have quite a bit of food that I can make up stuff with. So, I will insert a picture. My husband took a picture of it, so I'll insert a picture and show you what it looks like. Anyway, you can kind of see out my window that not much melting has been going on. It's 2:30 in the afternoon, and wow, we're just pretty snowed in, which doesn't happen very often. So today I am going to make something that I kind of call a mulligan stew. It's not really mulligan stew when you look it up, but it's close. So here are the ingredients that go into my mulligan stew. We're kind of stuck in. I am going to be making some mulligan stew. It's not really mulligan stew, it's just my version of it. So right now there are 2 pounds of hamburger in my pan, a half can of beef broth with 3 cubes of bouillon cube soup type things. It calls for powdered, but I don't have powdered, so I'm just going to let the bouillon cubes melt. I have 2 cloves of garlic in here and a little bit of water. So this is bubbling away, and then the other things that go into it are some chopped up celery, which is ready to go. I'm going to put some carrots there down here in the sink ready to go, some onions, and at the very end I'm going to do 1/3 of a bag of the bow tie pasta. It calls for macaroni elbow pasta, but I'm just going to use this because it's what I have on hand. And then the seasonings will be pepper, salt, oregano leaves, basil leaves, parsley flakes, a can of green beans, a can of black beans. It calls for kidney, but I use black sometimes. Fire roasted tomatoes, and a jar of tomato sauce. So those are all the ingredients that will go in here shortly. And then it'll take about probably an hour and a half to get this all going and smelling good and all the flavors blending together. So it's 2:30 right now, so probably about 4 o'clock we'll be able to eat our mulligans stew. Good morning. It is Monday, And here is the current situation in my home, at my house. I just got out to go get the mail and empty trash and things like that. Because here's what happened during weekend. We had about 9 inches of snow. So here's what it looks like. So here we have about a waist-high amount of snow to the side where my husband's pickup is. And we weren't able to get out because that snow had extended. Hi, Oreo. How are you? How's your little girl? Anyway, that snow extended all the way to the highway because the TxDOT people came and shoveled it up onto our drive. So my husband called them this morning and told them the situation, that we couldn't get out. So my husband did some shoveling from here to the end of the drive, and then we have rocks that go from the end of the drive to the highway, and so he couldn't get that part done. So he called the Texas Highway Department, and they came and help take care of it. They're not supposed to. They can only do the highway part, but they could do where the ditch is. We have a big ditch on either side of the driveway. So they were able to come to the point where my husband was shoveling. So yeah, this is our current situation. This is what it looks like.
Well, hi, Oreo.
So I was going to show, there's clearance off to the side, but the drifts go all the way to the end of our house. So interesting. Lots of snow. Good morning. It is a beautiful day. It's 11 o'clock in the morning, and I have just finished my duties for the day. Yesterday I did not pick up the camera, and I probably should have shown the disarray of putting up all of my Christmas things. It was kind of a sad day because I always am sad putting up the things that I've enjoyed looking at. But the house is back in order. I went ahead and vacuumed today, and I polished my wood floors. I had already mopped the kitchen, so I didn't have to do that except for just going over it with the Dyson floor, to get up. There's always a little bit of fuzz and particles of dust that attach. So got all that done. I went and got ready. Tomorrow is hair washing day. My hair doesn't look great, but I am put together. And here's what I have on today. This is a Mickey Mouse that I got, I think it was from H&M many years ago. And it just, because of the splashing of the bleach where they did it on the shirt, it just kind of reminds me of snowflakes. And we are still heavily covered with snow. I will show you. It's going to take a while for everything to melt, but it is melting. It's going down. So it won't be probably a couple more days till the sidewalk will be clear, because we're supposed to warm up Friday to 61 degrees. But it's still just beautiful out, and that crisp air is just so refreshing for winter. So here is the current state of my home. Nutcrackers are gone. Snowmen have been put away. Christmas trees are up, and everything's back out where it used to be. I'm not a great decorator. I tend to just go back to what I did. There are many times I would like to just completely start over, but that would probably not be smart. And the things that I do have up are the things that I love, teapots and things. So, and things that are blue. So it's probably just fine to just leave it the way it is. My mantle is missing its village. I do miss the village people, but I do have something that my husband gave me several years ago when we first moved here, and it's a candle maker in the window of this house. And I had always told my husband if I could ever design my own house, this is what I would want it to look like. It's really pretty, and it's just cute. So the light shining up here sort of makes me happy. I do have in the background some twinkle lights. I don't know if the batteries are still good. We'll see. Yeah. So I just have some twinkle lights going on back there that I can turn on in the evening to kind of give me that glow and feeling of Christmas not completely being gone. And then of course I have my candles down here that I could turn on. But yeah, it's pretty to have that on at night. But the batteries go down so quickly that it doesn't last long. So everything's back in order. I think I've already showed my dining room table. I did the kitchen last Saturday, or I can't remember. I took all the kitchen things down first, and then I told my husband I was going to do it Monday, and I did not do it Monday, take down things Monday. So much snow that we were not able to get out of the house, and I am not kidding. I think I said that. I told about it, but the snow, we got a really bad wind Saturday night, and the wind was so awful that it made drifts very, very high out in front of our garage and out in our front entryway. And my husband went out, let's see, Saturday and worked on it. Maybe it was Friday night that the winds came. Yeah, it was Friday night. So he went out and shoveled a little bit Saturday for an hour. He went and shoveled Sunday. Unfortunately, I don't want him to do that on Sunday, but he did for another hour. And he said, this is just, I can't get anywhere. It is so thickly packed and so icy underneath that we're going to have some help. So I told him, I'm going to call the Department of Highways. We have they have a building out on the highway. And they're the ones who, patrol the roads and make sure everything's cleaned off. And I said, if we don't let them know what has happened, it's just kind of like when I was teaching school. One of my principals said, you talk amongst yourselves about things that you're not happy about, but if you don't let me know about it, I can't help you. So I said, they're not going to know about our dilemma unless we tell them. And what happens is when they clear the farm to market road, our driveway is on the highway. So we back out into the highway to leave the house. Our garage is on the north. So anytime we have a snow or anything from the north, it blows into our garage. And if we ever get, which we got 9 inches of snow, it's going to drift up and we can't get out. And when they clear the highway, they shovel it up against our drive as they're going down the road, not realizing that we're the ones that have to get out and have to cross that, which we can't do because it's piled up so high. So I was in the process of calling the city to get a number, and he had already called and told me, I've got it taken care of. They're going to come out. They said they were sorry. They didn't realize, and that's it. They didn't realize that we are the only house on the highway that backs out into the farm to market road. Everybody else's garage is on the streets as you turn. So, but like I said, nobody's going to know unless you tell them. And of course, they do a fantastic job of clearing the roads. And I said, I want to be positive how wonderful they are and how good they take care of us and everything. But just to make them aware that we can't leave the few times that we have snow. So now they're aware. There's a new person, and perhaps he will remember if we get snow again. So didn't want to be ugly at all, because we can't do without those people. It's like firefighters, police officers, city department workers, hospital, medical field. We have to have you all, and we appreciate you deeply. We just want you to know one of the effects that happens, which is rare. We don't get that much snow, but when it does, we're in a dilemma. We can't get out and go to the store. So we were in for 5 days, stuck, and now we can finally get out, and it has been nice. But still, there is snow. And I'll show you in a minute because I have to go get my husband from work. I'll show you how the snow has been piled up on the other side of the drive. So we only have a path to get out. So anyway, that is what has been going on for the past few days. So I'm getting ready to do my nails. They need a redo, and I don't know if anything else is going to happen today, but I do want to show you one thing before I go do my nails. If you've been with my channel long enough, I like to look through my different favorite websites and catalogs: Talbot's, J.Crew, Madewell, Banana Republic, I can't think right now, to see if there are any sales, which would be like additional amount off of the already on sale price. So most places right now for winter are having a discount, and then they're offering 50% extra off the sale price. Well, the other day, J.Crew was offering 70% extra off of the sale price. And unfortunately, I just didn't see that much, but I did get some tissue turtlenecks that I can wear under things in the winter. And if we ever go back to Disney, I like to wear those tissue turtlenecks under, like even this type of sweatshirt, I would wear a white or something, just for that additional warmth. And they had one blouse that was red plaid that I thought would be fun for Valentine's. So when all that comes in, I will show you. I only ordered 4 things, and it wasn't a bad price at all. And then the Disney store was offering a percentage off, 40% off the other day. And I did not see much there either, but I did order a couple of things, and that's what I'm going to show you. I went ahead and ordered some ears, and probably these will go to my daughter. I'm not really an ear girl. I think they look funny on me. I think they're adorable and cute on everybody else, and I've tried to wear them, but I don't know. So these were on sale, a really good price. Here's the back. The back sort of has a leather green, and actually the back, I'm sure it's faux leather, it's not real leather. And then the front, so I guess you could wear it either way, is of course Mickey and Minnie. And it's not plastic, it's, like I said, I'm sure it's faux leather. But I just thought that was cute. Sorry, the plastic's not letting me show it very well, but it's for Christmas, which will be next year, with a red bow. And the band is very cute. In fact, the band on the side has a gold Disney, let's see, what does that say? Disney Loungefly. So these are Loungefly headbands, which that's a good company if you're familiar with Disney products, and they're usually pretty expensive. I'm sorry, I can't remember what these were, and I don't even know if the receipt's in here to tell me. I would have to go back and look it up on my email. And then the other thing I bought was a spirit jersey of a gingerbread. You know how heavy I am into gingerbread things. So I'm going to open this up and show you what it looks like. And I thought that would also be really fun for next year. We are about planning a trip to Disney World next Christmas, but that all depends on finances, of course, how everything's going in the world, and it's in the back of our minds. And we have not been to Disney World. This would be, if we go, this will be, we haven't been in 3 years. Now, last year we went to Disneyland in the summer for my anniversary, and that was just wonderful. I adore Disneyland. But I am so hurt for the people in California. It breaks my heart for all of them, and prayers out to their families and to those who have lost their homes. And we just send blessings to them and hope. I think that's kind of why I've been sort of blue lately, because you wouldn't want that to happen to anybody. And California's a long way off, but I've visited it. I know what it looks like, and it just breaks my heart because it's a beautiful, beautiful state. And prayers to all of them. All right, let me unpackage this and I'll show you what it looks like. So here is the spirit jersey with Mickey as the gingerbread boy. in a candy cane world. And of course it says Happy Holidays. I've always been kind of funny about the Happy Holiday thing. Why don't we go ahead and say Merry Christmas? But, you know, it's okay. It is a holiday, so I'm going to be fine with that because the price of the jersey was really good. And did I need it? Probably not. But I always try to add one thing Christmas for the year, and then one thing goes. So this is the back of the shirt, and then this is the front. Let me get it all stretched out. Okay, and the front makes you look like you are the gingerbread person. So for me, it's going to be the gingerbread girl. So a little bow and the buttons and the icing, and I think I've already showed you the sleeves have the icing on them. So I think that will be cute for next year if we're still here. So, like I said, I don't know. I'll have to look it up and see what it was. I'll try to do that and let you know. But yeah, I always get a large in the Spirit jerseys. The extra larges are way too big, and actually the larges are a little bit too big. But I have gotten them in before, and they're just a little bit, not really, they fit, okay? It's not that they're snug, they just fit. And you know me, I like my clothes loose, so I prefer the large in the Spirit jerseys. So that's what I did. Headband for my daughter, Spirit jersey for me. All right, I'm gonna go get these nails done, but let me tell you what I have planned for the next couple of days. Tomorrow, I don't have anything going on. I usually go on Thursdays to meet my sister, but because of the weather and the snow, I'm going to give it another week because I have to go next Thursday for a doctor's appointment. I have a heart doctor appointment. It's just my checkup, my yearly checkup. And then I also have to go the week after for a chiropractor appointment. So since I didn't have to go this week, I told her, let's just wait until next week. And bless her heart, she's going to have a tooth pulled next Thursday. So I don't know if she will feel like hanging with me or not, but we will just see. And I have to go to the store. Being snowed in, I have begun to use most everything in my freezer and refrigerator and pantry. And it's time to get it restocked and redone. So that will be next week. So what I want to do tomorrow, and I said I was going to do this, I'm going to show my collection of Eagle's Eye sweaters, which Eagle's Eye is a vintage sweater company that was extremely popular back in the 90s. You can look them up. They still have them on eBay and Poshmark. In fact, there's one on Poshmark that I have my eye on, but I've just got to think about it. I don't need it. But it's one that I didn't even know existed. So that would be kind of a neat addition to my collection. So we shall see if that is something that I want to purchase after I look at all of my collection that I have in tubs. My sister had a lot also, and she's already gotten rid of hers. I just cannot get rid of them because they're pretty pricey. And a lot of them were given to me as gifts. Very few did I buy myself. And I'm not showing you to say, oh, look what I have. I never show you anything saying, oh, look, you know. I'm just sharing. And if you enjoy seeing what things that people buy and what they like and their collections, like I do, I really enjoy that, seeing what other people treasure. So these are treasures, and I'm going to share them with you and let you see what Eagle's Eye is all about. All right, let me go get my nails done.